So, ladies and gentlemen, like we promised, now is the very crucial for us and also very interesting are the startup pitches. Few instruction points for the pitches, true to the style of trying to encourage pitching in a very corporate setting, pitching to actually pitch. We are going to have a hard stop of 5-minute pitches. At the fourth minute, you will hear a bell, and at the fifth minute, you will be asked to stop. So please ensure that within the 5 minutes, you deliver all of your ideas and all of the points that you do want to deliver, and then we'll go to the next pitch. And also, there is not going to be a Q&A after the pitch. We will have sessions where we will have feedback and Q&A with very specific and very relevant people. So it's going to be pitch 1, pitch 2, pitch 3, etc. Can I also please request all the speakers, all the panelists to please take your seats?
Hello. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me, everyone. Hello. I would request everyone to be in the room. We have the most awaited event, the startup pitches, the very reason we are here for. So everybody into the hall, please.
We have a very special prize right after the event as well. I can't reveal what the prize is.
Take your coffees and please get in. Shut it off. Please come in, everyone. Gio, take your coffee. We missed you. Actually, you I your place.
Told me yesterday.
No, but I think there is.
Told me yesterday.
No, today you are on the map today. Okay. So they asked me to come in your place.
Can I start?
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for. If I don't see you, thank you so much. But we'll be in touch. Surely. On that topic, sir. Gentlemen. Startup pitches. All లేదా సరే చల్ చల్ చల్
Can I start? Can I start?
Hello. Gentlemen, the most awaited event for the day. Let's pay attention. Let's respect the entrepreneurs. Let's listen to everything that they say, and let's see what we can do here. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Praveen from Swap, and I would like to thank Tai for giving me the opportunity to talk here. We have all been told ourselves, right? Kal se pakka diet shuru. We'll all follow diet from tomorrow, but tomorrow rarely comes, and we fall back to our regular practices. Do you know that Indians above the age of 1 are involved in any of the physical activity? Let it be going to the gym or walking across the park or going for a jog. So the intent to eat healthy is there, but the nutritional awareness is still nascent. Over the past decade, India has seen a huge rise in fitness awareness. Millions of people go to gyms, track their workouts, and apps to monitor their health. But there is still a major gap between working out and what people actually eat afterwards. You'll often see someone finish a great workout, burn 400 calories, and just treat themselves with a burger of 600 calories, totally offsetting their 1 hour workout. And that's the problem that we are trying to solve. Swap is actually a 6 by 3 square foot kiosk deployed right inside your gym reception, where you can download the app, go there, quickly given your details like your age, height, weight, your fitness goal, your activity level. It will recommend a meal which you can quickly grab within under a minute, or subscribe for the meal plan for a week or for a month. So right now we are live across 19 locations in WeWork, 91 Springboard, Cult, etc. We operate in a hub and spoke way, where hub is a central kitchen and spokes are these kiosks deployed inside gyms, wellness centers, corporate parks, etc. Until now, attraction is we have been delivering close to 1,000 plus orders per day. Last year, we've clocked 5.6 crore of GMV, out of which 2 crores is the gross sales. And literally, India's protein consumption is at 35 grams per person, and it's going to grow to 105 in the next 4-5 years. And supplements really can't fuel this growth. There are a lot of companies inventing an FMCG products. There's protein lassi, protein bars, protein wafers, etc. But to fill that 60-70 gram gap, your core food needs to be changed, your lunch, your dinner, or your breakfast. So we are eyeing for that core meal segment. There are close to 100K plus gyms and co-working facilities across India. Right now we are in 19 locations. We have a roadmap to expand to 1,000 locations in the next financial year. So, yep. So to talk about the competition mode, we have Subway from last 3-4 decades operating in healthy food space. They have been convincing us that salad is something healthier, but we can eat a rice bowl in a healthier way too, and we can eat roti and gravy in a healthier version. So we have been experimenting a lot on both personalization scale and convenience scale by placing these kiosks right at the intent spot where users prefer to eat healthier. So until now, we have raised a pre-seed round of 65 lakhs from Pontac and angel investors. We have been raising a seed round of 3.5 crore for our expansion, out of which 1.5 crore is committed from Times of India, and we are raising 2 more crores as cash. So we are a team of 6. I head growth and strategy. Gyanesh heads our culinary operations. Anurag heads sales and supply chain. Anudeep heads our technology, consumer app, and the backend modules that we have built. Tripanna heads our marketing, and Teja is our lead nutritionist. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You have 1 minute for any Q&A. Just 1 minute.
Quick question. CapEx per each of the kiosk?
So each kiosk has a capex of just 2.5 lakh, other than the GST that we have been adding.
2.5 lakhs?
Yes.
Break-even period?
Break-even period, we have 28 months. If you give a franchisee, if we do it in-house, it's around 6 to 7 months.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any thoughts on why you just have one nutritionist in the entire team?
So nutritionist is predominantly curating the meals. She is not doing the consultation part. Down the lane, we are trying to add more nutritionists on board to tap into that consultation part as well.
What is the revenue you have generated and what is the projection for next year?
So until now, we have generated 5.6 crore of GMV last year, and we are projecting 100 crore GMV in the next year because we have a model for expansion. We have outsourced our central kitchens, and we are preparing a franchising model for scale. So we are planning 1,000 units, 1,000 locations in the next financial year. We've already allocated locations for this.
Thank you, Swap now.
Thank you.
Now for the second one.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujit and we are an investment firm. We are advisory on the for the retail investors, mutual funds and stocks. We do it through our quantitative research we have done in-house and we've built a proprietary quant model. There's a team of 2 people we have 6 more team members across our research team, marketing and engineering. So the kind of problem statement we have faced right now in the market that a lot of people in India, they want to invest in the market and there are too many choices available when it comes to mutual fund and stocks. There are around 35,000 mutual funds to choose from and about 5,000 stocks to choose from. We solve through our advisory model. Right now, the kind of advisory available is the PMS services, which has a very high minimum of 50 lakhs rupees. And the other RIA and RA are a very minimum number available right now in the country for the kind of population we have, and they are only targeting the metro cities. We are solving this through our proprietary quant model. As I mentioned, we curate funds and stocks and offer them in a form of a basket, and we pick them through our proprietary model, and we do it through our mobile app. We periodically rebalances these considering the performances, and this rebalancing period differs from different basket, be it mutual fund or a stock basket. The minimum investments through our, in mutual fund starts at around 2,500, while in stocks, the minimum investment starts with 40,000, which is through, the investment is done through our broker app. We are only an advisor on this platform, so we only give the research we have done and the kind of stocks we are listing on our particular platform. We'll skip this slide for now. The competition landscape. So actually, we are in the race with small case. That is the nearest competition we feel. They are also offering baskets, stock baskets and mutual fund baskets. The only difference I can say with small case and we are a complete tech stack. We do our own research and we have deploying this through our own mobile app. However, small case is a platform model where a lot of choices available, more than 500. It again is becoming a little confusing for investors, retail investors to choose from. These are our algo performances. These are back-tested. Our mutual fund stock basket performances, quant model have been back-tested for almost 16 years. And this has been the performance in the last 16 years versus the Nifty 50 performances. This is one of our proprietary, equity basket, Edge 3. We have 6 such baskets right now on our platform for mutual fund and 6 for stocks. These are our performances of the quant models. We'll actually skip this. This is a backtesting result, and these are actual results generated since April till November last year. Stock basket we have recently launched in the month of Feb itself, and these are again the backtested. We don't have the actual number right now to share with you. It's been only 1 month, and one of a basket have done exceedingly well with 13% generated in only 1 month. That's multi-bagger. Our GTM strategy is divided into both online and offline market. On online, we want to do scaling our app through our performance marketing, affiliate marketing, and partnerships. On offline, we want to scale the stock baskets through partnership with insurance agents, and accountants who does ITR filing in tier 2, tier 3 city. That will be an offline model, and the moat of our entire business is not just the models, it's also the distribution we want to build. We are in a very early stage of our business. We have an early traction right now. We have 160 plus customers on our mutual fund baskets and a few, we have just started the stock basket, so we are yet to see the traction on this particular product. The revenue model, we have two streams of revenue. One is mutual fund, which we will get AMC commission from the AMC houses, and stock basket is on subscription model, 5,000 per year. We also have 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months, 9 months subscription available right now on our platform. Since we have lack of time, we'll come to this funding slide. We have so far invested 60 lakh, me and my co-founder, and we have been entrusted with, from our friends and family, with 83 lakhs more. We are raising 2.17 CR, mainly for our marketing costs, because we have done the initial investment in our building the research and quant, and the product is ready. It is available on iOS and for Android and iOS users. So we will be looking at, with this raising 2.17 CR, we're looking at getting almost 10,900 users by end of FY27. Yeah. That's it. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Lab. You're exactly at the 5-minute mark, so unfortunately no question time for you. But of course, we are always here, and let's connect.
Thank you. Sorry. Please.
Sujit, with the Claude, taking over this entire investment space, and the especially Claude, the AI models are able to mimic what you just said. What is your moat when it comes to the advisory and helping the investors?
Sir, advisory will require a license. I mean, we are a SEBI analyst license company, and when it comes to mutual fund, we do it because we have an ARN license with them. Any advisor, SEBI says any advisor, because 95% of retail investors are losing money in the market. That's what SEBI says. And because the advisor is not available, if AI is recommending, they also come with a disclaimer that this is a recommendation not based on SEBI licenses, and you should actually consult a license holder for that.
So regulatory
Yes.
is your moat.
Yes, regulations will always be there, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Lab. Then, sorry, we don't have time for questions just now, but also, he's right here, so please feel free to talk to him. Next is Antar IoT.
All right, very good evening, everyone. I'm Rajneesh from Antar IoT. Where do you have the slide control? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we started off our journey with smart homes, and what we have been working with various industries. What we've seen with industries is that typically most of the industries wants to go digital, but the problem is the long implementation cycles. You have to have the PLC, SCADA, MES, ERP, and there are a lot of layers, which means you need to get the talent across the layers to go digital. So what it means to clients is more time to realize value and long implementation cycles. And that's what we fix at Antar. Like, we have software and hardware platform. This is our hardware platform, which can work with any industry. This is more of a horizontal cutting across different verticals. Leveraging this, we can make any asset go digital in a very short time. So that's my team, and we have technology patents that were awarded to us. We have been working with both industrial as well as retail segments. So this is the precise area. For example, if you look at any large industry or even the MSMEs, you have assets. When you will be successful is when you have complete clarity in terms of what is happening with the asset, whether you are overutilizing or underutilizing the asset, and is it the right time to maintain it. And leveraging our system, we can get in the transparency. The challenge is systems working in silos where you have different machines in different places. There's a lot of energy wastage because of human intervention. Likewise, the machines go down during the peak production time. We help fix all that. Leveraging the power of IT and IoT, we enable highly efficient systems. We've reduced the implementation time up to 50%. We improve the machine life by up to 38% and efficiency by up to 30%. So I'll directly jump to the use cases. In fact, we also based on the implementations that we have done so far, we have saved up to 42.8 kg of CO2 per machine. Similarly, 25.4 tons of CO2 per machine and 42.8 kg per meter square in commercial spaces. This is the hardware that we have used across. For example, this is one solution that we deployed in Dal Lake to assess the water quality parameters. So this is a floating structure wherein you get the water quality parameters live. So we use solar, the gateway, as well as water quality sensors. Similarly, this we have deployed in a gale. So where currently when a calamity happens, the transmission happens through wired system. So we made the wireless system wherein the nearby residential areas are alerted as and when there is a leakage or things like that. And this is a solution that we've implemented for energy conservation in Dr. Reddy's. We started off with one plant and we've expanded to 11 plants now. On an average, we saved up to about 38% of energy on the lighting spend. In fact, the facility also got IGBC Platinum rating. This is another use case that we have implemented in a pharma facility. In pharma, you have life lasers and a lot of downstream systems that are dependent on the motors. And if these motors go down, a lot of production is impacted. So we've implemented condition-based monitoring, wherein we enable the client move from time-based periodic maintenance to condition-based maintenance. So all the motors are now fully automated, and the client gets to know upfront in terms if there is any anomaly detected. This is another area where we implemented in clean rooms, particularly in the pharma space, like how many people are there in which zone. This is a retrofit solution, again, where there is no need to change any infrastructure. This we have implemented in defense to convert a typical machine into a smart machine. This is a lathe machine. They don't know how much of a time they're using it, whether they're overutilizing or underutilizing. So we created a device which is a retrofit device connected to this, and it will give the real-time data in terms of utilization. This again is equipment center of excellence that we have deployed in Dr. Reddy's, where entire machine parameters are available in a certain place. So we improve the operator efficiency by leveraging this. So yeah, I'm open for questions. Yeah, so to conclude, we have been working with various industries, but then we want to pivot in oil and gas, because in oil and gas, there is a lot of pipelines that have to maintain, and pipeline integrity has been a critical issue. And now with the Middle East war and all, it has only escalated. We have the device in place which can be there on the pipeline, which will directly give the pipeline integrity data in terms of what is the corrosion. Currently, the practice is that manually they go around the pipeline and then they validate it. We fully automate it using this device. This device has 4G, satellite, LoRaWAN, Wi-Fi, multiple types of connectivity options, and we want to pivot, and for that we are looking for a fund of about 2.5 crores as a bridge round. So if there is anyone interested, we can connect post the meeting. Yeah, yeah.
So, sorry, sir, we don't have time for questions, but yeah, you can take it on one-on-one.
Thank you.
Next up is Elam Global.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to present to you my company, Elam Global. Where's the clicker? It's not here.
I know, right?
Perfect. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get started. So, during my professional career, I kept seeing the same pattern. Analysis that should take a few minutes routinely took days or hours. Sorry. And a lot of time was wasted just doing a lot of manual work that, some firms had to employ teams and teams of interns, or just have analysts spend their entire day just doing grunt work. And even with the thank you. And even with the stack that they had available to them, there were still a lot of missing discrepancies, and the things that they really wanted, out of their current technology stack. The blue is what they expressed as they wanted. The gray is what's available to them right now. And the actual cost isn't even the software. It's actually the amount of time people have to spend doing the manual data prep. And it can cost up to over like $300,000 a year if you take into account the number of hours and the analysts that you have to deploy. And so our goal was to actually address those specific needs. So how do we do that? Well, we decided to build Dagger, which is an advanced data analytics software that carries the entire data stack all in one place, from ingestion to report generation, all in one go. And Dagger aims to simplify the data analysis process by making it as simple as designing a flowchart. For example, here you can see how you would analyze your portfolio returns, from ingestion all the way to submitting your risk report. And Dagger includes a team of AI agents that are actually there to do the grunt work, from transforms, from data ingestion to data processing, and much more, but still keeping the control in the user's hands, ensuring that the user can trust the system to generate the outputs, because there's no black box response here. It's just the agents doing the grunt work, so you can actually focus on what matters to you and your organization. And for us, we want to really hit 3 outcomes for our users. One, report generation should take around 15 minutes, and we want to save at least 8 hours per analyst, per desk, per day. Now, of course, ensuring that we can truly drive ROI for our clients. And our pricing is very simple. We're charging $2,000 per organization per month, and extra analysis packs are on a per seat basis of $500 per month. So for example, if you take some use cases over here, an organization with 25 seats would give us an MRR of about $14,500 and so forth. And our go-to-market is very simple. We're looking at about a 7-week turnaround time for our contracts, and as we slowly plan to ramp up in our different analysis packs, and as we plan to ramp up, we're going to be looking at customer feedback as well as understanding, okay, what else does a company need? Ensuring that all their data and all the analysis can be done within one system, reducing the need for additional stacks or additional softwares. And in this data analytics space, it's very crowded. But it also is a growing market. Even a small slice over the next 5 years translates to a huge opportunity for us. And like I said, this space is very crowded, and there are some absolute heavy hitters in this space. So our goal is to address a market where speed to value really matters. Because these heavy hitters, while powerful, they take a lot of time to deploy and to train people. So we're looking at, we're estimating that if we hit the market correctly, we can generate about 100 million in the next 5 years. That's really our goal. And the way we plan to achieve that, one, is of course by asking your help to help us raise $500,000 via SAFE with a 7 million pre-money valuation cap at a 20% discount. And with our right team in place, we're really trying to take advantage of both the North American and APAC market. Krishna, my CTO here, is based out of Vizag. I'm in Bhubaneswar. James, my CMO, is based out of Dallas. Chinmay and Ben, my advisors, are based out of Mumbai and Dallas, respectively also. And over the next few quarters, our goal is to really ramp up our development of the platform, ensure that we take in proper customer feedback and really grow. We're looking at securing our SOC and GDPR certifications within the next few quarters. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Elam. And also, the room is full of investors and panelists and speakers. So please reach out. The next one, DreamBot. And reiterating, these are all our homegrown Vizag-based startups.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. DreamBot, we are a robotics and physical AI company. My name is Giridhar Patnaik. My career has been grown by pioneers and business leaders in both California as well as India. And one example to quote is basically there are a couple of guys, founders, that built a neuro device which goes under the cranium. They have built that even before Neuralink built their device. And I was lucky to be part of that team. And here at DreamBot, we are basically building robotic solutions. One of the problems that we are working on is building a fully autonomous robotic cooking range. Essentially, you select from your mobile rice, sambar, dal, chutney, curry, whatever you like. By the time you come home, it cooks your nutritious meal and keeps it ready. Now, this is the platform. It connects restaurants, online grocers, dietitians, and consumers as well. Now, we are part of the NVIDIA Inception program. We work very closely with IIT Bombay. And of course, we are rated 9 out of 21 of these kitchen automation companies. And we raise some funds. This is how we see the market. And this is the segmentation. And here we are focusing on homes as well as restaurants. Not the other two yet, but there are quite many players in those segments. And this is the competitive landscape. There are a lot of companies in Bangalore which are single function machines. We are a multifunction machines. And if you really spend some time with us, you understand some of these acronyms that we are trying to use here. And this is the differentiation between our product and other products that are there. And that's kind of marketing strategy. We are actually entering the real full market in about 2.5 years from now, 2 years to 2.5 years from now. So the marketing strategy is still evolving and we are trying to find the best that is possible. And this is the product position. There are quite many companies that are looking at getting this product into the market. So some of these companies, Sinala that you know, and the price versus usability is, the matrix is like this. And we use sometimes like, per burner cost, per meal interventions. This is how we measure our product against other products. It's not that our product is best there, but our product is positioned really in a specific way that it helps some of the use cases. And this is the team. And this is what we have right now. There are a lot of acronyms. I'm not explaining about them, but if you spend enough time, you'll understand about it. What we are doing is we're building a set of platforms and then a set of products and then applications that we are working on. And the numbers that you see are the TRL levels of these platforms that we are building. We have built our platform for autonomous robotic cooking range, but we realize the same platforms, the hardware platform and the software that we are creating can be used in other applications, such as warehouse automation, industrial automation and all that. And this is what this year looks like. We have some products like SAM, which is basically an application builder. So what it helps companies is to build their entire hardware in a simulation environment, test it, including regression testing, all the kind of tests, as well as machine vision algorithms. Everything you can test it even before you build the hardware. And once you are satisfied, then you can build your hardware. That's the power of this. We haven't seen even ABB or any of them implementing them. They could be, we don't know, we haven't seen, but we haven't spent that much time on it. And some patents And that's basically, our ask is really, come spend time with us, learn about what we are trying to do, and then we can talk more about other possibilities. A roadmap. And Dr. Rao Tatwarthi, last one, is our advisor, who was an advisor to ex-defense minister, and was board on different companies, and he has his own group of companies called CAT Group. With that, I'm done.
We have 30 seconds because you are on time. One question.
Yeah, we have certain platforms that are available for this year to generate revenues. At the minimum, we are targeting about 1 crore, but it could also go up to 10 crores if we're aggressive on the marketing side.
Next up is MCI Defense.
Good evening, one and all. This is Dr. Sarab Anand, the Managing Director and the founder of MCI Defense Technologies Private Limited. Today's nightmare for everybody, not working, brother. Today's nightmare for everybody is drones. We have seen Operation Sindoor. We have seen the Ukraine-Russian wars. We are seeing the Iran and the US-Israel war. Everywhere we see is only drones and drones and drones. And obviously the air defense systems. Today, we are fighting a 20,000 rupees drone or 20,000 USD drone with $1 million interceptor. We are using a sword to fight a needle. That's where we pitch in as MCI Defense with our product. Yeah, so I was talking about the issue, the drones. With the evolving times, we have drones which can go in water, we have drones which can go underwater, we have drones which have multi-domain. For that, we have developed the world's first multi-domain counter-drone system called Brahma Kavach. Brahma Kavach is a patent technology of MCI Defense in which we cater to all the different threats, whether it's air, it's surface, or underwater, under one system. The technical advantages, a technological edge, is with the cooperation of an Israeli companies. I will not say one, we have 3 of them on board. We have Rafael, we have DSIT, and then Regulus, all 3 experts in different domains operating against the drones. So the counter-drone system, what we have developed in-house, is with a co-collaboration with Rafael in their air defense systems, with DSIT under the underwater domain, and Regulus being the surface experts. This is how it looks like. A real-time anti-drone system with Brahma Kavach, in which you can see we have the number of threats a system can cover, which is basically a screenshot of what is covering, say 4 threats, which are 2 aerial, 1 surface, 1 underwater. This is how it looks with the 3 layers protection. Any drone which comes in, say, a 5-kilometer radius, it is identified. Then 5 to 2-kilometer radius, it is tracked, and it is giving you a notion of what is the speed, what type of a drone it is, what is the potency in terms of how much damage can it cause. And at the 2-kilometer drone radius, we deployed the mitigation system. The mitigation system can be a soft kill or a hard kill. Soft kill is something that doesn't use any ammunition, just for people who don't know from defense background. And a hard kill is, either we use a torpedo or a missile to counter it. Basically, this is a 3D view. You just play the video once. This is how it works out. Currently, a vessel having a multi, thread coming into it. Can you just replay the video again? So this is the aerial ones. This is surface and underwater. Each being counted in real time with each of a counter drone system. The product has been validated by Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard and DRDO. We have a senior mentors, Dr. D.S. Anand, also my father, who is the chairman of the company, MCI Group of Companies. Then we have Commodore Hemant Khatri, Captain Timothy from the UK Navy, Captain Ashish Baroni from the Indian Navy, ex-Indian Navy, Major Pavan Josh, who's helping us with the aerial systems, he's ex-Indian Army, and then Dr. Shivaranjani from the Acoustics Department, DRDO. The expenditures and contributions till date has been bootstrapped, and MCI Group of Companies has been taking up the brunt of the R&D and the research for making this thing run through. I'll just conclude it by the ask. The ask is for a $30 million US for 10% equity in MCI Defense Technologies. Thank you.
Thank you, MCI Defense. Next up is Safe Seas.
Very good evening to all of you. I am Ali Asgar Kalkatawala and the Chief Technical Officer and the co-founder of Safe Seas. We are a defense tech startup based out of Visakhapatnam, working in the area of defense autonomous surface drones. It's a defense and maritime systems, basically. We have developed some of the product which we have developed over here is a battery-powered Lifebuoy, the manifestation of that for sonars, autonomous boats which are smaller in size can do underwater survey and surveillances, and the black one which you see is a fast attack craft. About the company, we are awarded as the best startup of India in 2023 and as Indigenous Ingenuity Champion Award 2023. We have patents, 2 patents in our name, and we are working with the IDEX, Innovation for Defense Excellence. And we have won 2 of the challenges, and the products what we have developed were an offshoot from that. The Lifebuoy is a commercially deployed product already in there with all the Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard vessels, developed more than 550 Lifebuoys. And by God's grace, we have actually been able to save 12 lives in real world scenarios. The second product is passed in naval trials and it is in the process of getting orders. It's a family owned 100% bootstrapped company. We are into the marine business since our almost 50 years, and in 2018 we set up this startup for unmanned surface vessels. Our revenue, the present year which expect to reach 10 crores, and we've started with 5.2 when we started our first revenues in 2022-23, and in the coming year we expect to hit 30 CR as a revenue. Major customers are Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard, Indian Army, from the governments, police, SDRF, NDRFs, and the PSUs. What we are looking at is an opportunity worth more than 1,000 crores in the coming years. That is the active use cases in defense in the areas of surveillance, unmanned surface vessels, payload carrying vessels, operational vessels like kamikazes, and the same thing in the police, governments, and the PSUs. Our turnover projections for the next year, 30 crores, 27-28, 150 to 600, and by 2030, we plan to hit 1,000 crore turnover. How do we do that? These are some of the products. The Lifebuoy, which I said, already more than 550 made in India and delivered, saved 12 lives. This is the product which is approved by the Navy and developed under IDEX under ordering stages. This is a manifestation of the Lifebuoy for surveillance. This is a high-speed attack craft. The kamikaze systems for the Indian Navy. We just received an order for 18 CR for this from the Indian Navy for typical application. Thank you. I have a small video. This one on the top, if you can play, please. The safe seas, high speed. No, the other one on the right. This one. Yeah, you can just click it up. Yeah. It's a small 2-meter system, can have a payload of 40 kgs, can reach speeds of 20 knots. That's almost 50 kilometers per hour. Very small form factor system. All developed right here in Visakhapatnam. We are based at AP Innovation Society in Trushikonda. And these are the other vessels on the down, which is a small USVs for. These are some of the ground stations with which we control the whole system: a 3-screen ground station, a handheld rugged ground stations, and the autonomous system. Again, a typical application for a naval product. These are water jets which we make. We are also going in the water with ocean engineering, is the Argo floats which we are developing, and the gliders. I'd like to sum up is what we are looking out is 15%, at 5% we are looking for a 15 crore ask. Where we'll be using it is for scaling of our present products, developing new products like underwater gliders, which has a market of almost 50 CR in the initial years, Argo floats, high-speed wing-in effect ground airplanes, marketing our product, getting our team better to have much more, bigger canvas, and the R&D team. Some of the use cases which are presently running with the Indian Armed Forces, what we see now, as of now. And we are presently incubated at AP Innovation Society. We have already got land by the AP IIC, and this is a factory which we are proposing to be built, which we started off very soon, maybe next 15 to 20 days time, complete planning, execution. This is our team, and that is all from my side. Thank you so much. We're having battery-based systems as well as 2-stroke petrol-based engines also, both, depending upon the application, the use case, the speed, the size, so anything, both of them. Yes, competition is there everywhere, otherwise nobody will remember the God. Yeah, competition is there, but we are in the small segment, we are very focused. There are kamikazes which are bigger, 5 meters, 7 meters, almost weighing 350 kgs, 400 kgs. Our systems can be 2-man deployable, 2 meters in size, bare weight 55 kgs. So you have a small pickup, you just take it in that, deploy it in the water, put 40 kgs payload. That is equivalent to a torpedo. 40 kgs is equivalent to a torpedo payload. So you just put it, program it autonomously, and send it off. Yes, yes, and that has been already done, and we have already, as I told you, we've already got the order from the Indian Navy. It's a very classified thing, so I cannot disclose anything more, but yes, that's in the process. So
Thank you.
Small but lethal.
I'm sorry, I do have to
I'll
stop
connect
here.
with you.
But I hope that you're able to connect with them and speak in
Yeah.
far greater detail.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next, we have Nari Care.
Hello everyone, my name is Gayatri Kanamuri and I'm the founder of Nari Care. At Nari Care, our mission is to help mothers successfully breastfeed their babies. We do this by providing pregnant and new mothers with evidence-based breastfeeding education, continuous guidance and support. Nari Care was really born out of my own personal journey of struggling to breastfeed my newborn baby and wanting to quit breastfeeding when she was just 3 weeks old. But once I got the right support, I was able to overcome my challenges, exclusively breastfeed her for the first 6 months, and continue to breastfeed her for 4 years and 3 months. In India, we have close to 26 million births every year. So more than close to 90% of the births are happening in health institutions like hospitals and clinics. But if you look at the rate of percentage of babies who are being breastfed in the first 1 hour, it remains only at 41.8%. and the number of babies who are being exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months remains at 63.7%, despite this being the recommendation by all the world organizations like World Health Organization and American Academy of Pediatrics, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, etc. So what seems to be the problem here? The breastfeeding rates remain low, not because mothers do not want to breastfeed their babies or because their bodies are failing them. It is because there's a lack of continuous skill lactation support available to mothers. For a country of 1.4 billion population, we only have 223 international board certified lactation consultants compared to more than 20,000 in the United States for a country of just 330 million population. There is a lot of myths and misinformation regarding breastfeeding, and mothers get a lot of conflicting advice from the people around and the internet. Once the mother is discharged from the hospital after giving birth to a newborn baby, the mother has no access to ongoing support to overcome the common breastfeeding challenges that mothers face during the early weeks of the postpartum period. And limited lactation training among doctors is also leading to many doctors prescribing formula prematurely instead of counseling the mother on how to solve the root issue of the breastfeeding problem that she is facing. So NariCare is trying to solve this problem through a hybrid approach: expert care plus AI-powered support. Through NariCare, mothers are going to have digital access to experts so they can get one-to-one consultations with certified lactation consultants from anywhere, anytime. And mothers are also going to have access to an AI-powered breastfeeding app, which can give them access to instant, personalized answers to their breastfeeding queries based on medical sources 24/7. All mothers and families can learn about breastfeeding and be prepared for breastfeeding before the baby is born through expert verified education and evidence-based education. They're also going to have access to growth monitoring tools, red flag alerts for common breastfeeding challenges, and most importantly, support groups for new mothers so they never feel alone in the postpartum journey. What makes NariCare unique is the hybrid approach of AI plus human breastfeeding support model, and it is multilingual. So in India, we have many languages, so every mother is going to be able to access the breastfeeding support in their own language. It is myth aware, so it is able to address regional myths. There is going to be a mobile app for the urban mothers and a WhatsApp-based AI chatbot for the rural mothers and the frontline workers, which are the ASHA and the Anganwadi workers, to support the mothers better. All the content is expert verified by certified lactation consultants, gynecologists, and pediatricians. So this is evidence-based. So the traction that we have been incubated at NSRCL, IIM Bangalore, and have been selected as the top 15 startups. We've supported more than 600 mothers to successfully breastfeed their babies. We've been recently selected for the top 150 startups, women-led AI startups, for the AI by Her Global Impact Challenge by Niti Aayog, Government of India. And we've been featured on national media like The Better India and also Your Story. We've supported hundreds of mothers to increase their breast milk supply, reduce the formula intake of the babies, improve their infant weight gain, and reduce pain while feeding. The public impact of this, we are going to have higher exclusive breastfeeding rates, reduced reliance on artificial milk or formula. Skill lactation support is going to reach tier 2, tier 3, and rural mothers and also the underserved mothers. We're going to have improved weight gain, reduced growth faltering. Overall, we're going to have healthier babies, healthier mothers, and lifelong benefits for families.
Thank you, Gayatri.
Thank you so much.
If there is a specific ask, I would request you to do it in the next 10 seconds.
Yes, the ask is really to help us reach more mothers and expand our access to more mothers. So we would, if you resonate with this, we're looking for you to connect us with hospitals who are committed to better breastfeeding outcomes, corporates who want to give structured support to their maternity as a maternity benefit to their employees, government connections, National Health Mission, Ministry of Child and Health, Women and Child Health Department, and also funding to help support mothers who cannot afford lactation support on their own. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Gayatri. We have one question. We have one question.
How do you track the development of the baby?
Sorry, please say that again.
How do you track the development of the baby?
So, for an exclusively breastfed baby, for example, an exclusively breastfed baby gains about 150 to 200 grams every week, right? So we are, for example, a mother comes to us with a low breast milk supply. We not only give the mother the education to increase her milk supply, but we also ask her to track certain parameters, like how many times the baby is peeing, how many times the baby is pooping, and how much is the weight gain per week. And this actually helps us to track if the baby is growing well and getting enough milk from the mother.
But is there any technology in the app that you have, any technology-based tracking or anything that you have, I mean, specifically?
Yes. So in our MVP, we are asking the mother to input those parameters, and based on the results, we tell the mother if the baby is growing well. We plot the weight on the World Health Organization growth charts, so the mother is actually able to visualize if the baby is growing well or not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Gayatri. And I think as a mother who was both in a Western country and then in India, I see the massive, massive gap. So thank you for bringing it to the very forefront. Next, we have Mad Scientist Inc.
Often people ask me, how mad are you? I say 95% and 5% hallucinate. I am Bhanukiran Mirgoju. I'm one of the co-founders of Mad Scientists. We are building a deep tech AI search only for deep tech startups. So 91,500 startups around the world and 180 million people, 180 million deep tech researchers around the world, spend a lot of time, at least 35% of their weekly time, trying to understand, learn, read a lot of research papers because they have a lot of technical and complex queries. And as information overload is happening, every 1 hour there are like 467 research papers being published. So there's huge amount of research coming in, and they cannot keep up, and they have, the questions still exist for them. And that's where we are building a vertical AI search only for deep tech startups to access highly accurate, contextual, and more domain-specific knowledge directly from the research papers as a primary source, and secondary online, very standard websites. This follows 3 core functionalities. One is accuracy, context, and domain strength. We in-house build chain of verification and school of thought methodologies just to provide more accurate answers as possible. And it provides the accurate authentication score as well for every answer that it provides. And the main use cases is for R&D productivity enhancements and cross-domain innovation discovery. If suppose somebody is working in AI and somebody wants to get into robotics or maybe drug discovery, any of these, we have the historical research, historical information available with us. But how do you get the data, right? We previously built something like a real-time information synthesis AI agent that monitors entire internet and built an entire indexing storage of millions of sources that brings information from multiple sources online. And so far, we were able to collect 4 to 5 terabytes of data in few months, and we made it for consumers to access entirely. And this has been scaled to 30 plus countries around the world, and a lot of researchers across top 30 researchers, top 30 universities around the world have started using it, and it kept on growing 25% month on month. And now we are keeping this RAS agent only for consumers, but the next vertical search engine will be openly built for deep tech startups only. We recently launched our first AI product at the AI Summit in Delhi, and a lot of R&D companies, a lot of defense and DRDO, and a lot of these companies requested pilots, starting from 5 lakhs to 1 crore. And also, where do we position, right? Like there is a saying like, there are a lot of ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all of these coming up. And where do you position yourself? We are actually a domain-specific, model. We are a domain-specific search engine. So we are putting ourselves into high domain specificity because our model is trained on entirely different data sets. So our just to when we were trying to when we were trying to launch this product, we took a lot of responses from our search engine and compared it with the existing deep research models of existing ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all of them. And ours has given the best accurate context and also hallucination, with less hallucination and the highest technical depth answers. And the global market is very huge. And it's around $21 billion. And our primary market is only USA as of now, and secondary market is India. And the search market is growing at rapid pace right now. And we are launching this for businesses at $25 a month and with two variations, one at limited usage with $25, $185 with extended use cases. So yeah, we are asking for 40K at 3.5 million post-money valuation, and half of it is already committed. And one of the 91 Springboard co-founder and also Vedanshu Investments and a lot of people have already joined us. And we are looking for a lead investor with half of the amount that shown here. And we have outperformed existing GPT, OSS, and Quen model in terms of the cosine similarity and also accuracy of the information. And we are publishing papers very soon. And we have a team of 6 people and advisor from US. And we have built all this, and we launched it. And the coming months, we are currently training our own model, small language model, and we are launching it very soon. And AWS is investing cloud half a million cloud credits along with some cash just to propel our small model acceleration. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Open to questions.
Have you generated any revenue and what's the revenue projections?
Actually, we are a pre-revenue startup company right now. We are building the model right now just for people to use it. And our revenue projections are like, we are doing pilots with few companies already, Hyderabad-based companies. So our expected revenue would be around 1 CR in the next 6 months actually.
Please contact me up.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Should I call you mad scientist? Thank you. WNE3 is up next.
Hey guys, I'm Suraj Kuncham. I need to raise this up a little bit. Hey guys, I'm Suraj Kuncham. I'm just as sleepy as most of you, a little bit more actually. But bear through me for the next 5 minutes. I'm a 21-year-old serial entrepreneur and a final semester student at IIT Patna. I've previously been a researcher with UC Berkeley and Illinois Tech, and I've worked across multiple verticals from cloud to AI and Web3 to commerce. And earlier, just before entering this room, all my friends were scolding me about a very recent decisions. My last venture just got into YC and I exited from it a month before it got in. And everybody was scolding me about it in multiple languages, but I exited to build Toby, the one bazaar for everything, a global commerce interface powered entirely by AI. Over the last 2 decades, e-commerce has stagnated and created a new standard of user expectations that has really not kept up with the evolution of technology. The only part of e-commerce that really changed in terms of experience is the delivery times, and that too very recently. So, the user expectations, have they changed? Yes. In the last 4 years, the user expectations have changed massively, obviously because of AI. Today, we are living in a world where I made this entire presentation in 30 minutes before this pitch, essentially with a simple instruction given on basis of what I was thinking or speaking on. And somebody earlier in one of the panels told AI is not a magic wand. I highly, highly disagree. It is a magic wand in every manner you can think of. Even Harry Potter had to learn spells and potions, right? So today, to essentially transform the way commerce fundamentally works, we are building Toby. as an agentic AI layer on top of all of commerce. We are not adding on to the e-commerce stack. E-commerce stack fundamentally is simple enough already. And there are enough marketplaces, platforms, and service providers handling everything that is needed. What we are doing it is creating a unified gateway powered by a natural language processing semantic search and connected together by the ONDC framework along with a custom MCP engine, connecting everything from grassroots level businesses to large platforms and marketplaces, allowing users to access anything they can think of from telemedicine services to booking a cab directly from the same platform in natural language. So, the goal of Toby is not to essentially have a super app. The goal of Toby is to enable intent-driven commerce, where the users are no longer bound by what exists, the users are no longer bound by what is available. Toby is going to find the best pathway to whatever product or service a user can think of. Like if Mr. Manish wants to go home in the evening, he just has to say, I want to go home in the evening. And it is going to book him a cab and a flight and another cab and give him the OTPs and a 12,000 rupee bill. And on top of that, if Mr. Manish is willing to go for a lower option, he can just say that, and it's going to optimize the path accordingly, and it's going to figure out the best platform, marketplace, and service that uses or that allows the user to get whatever product or service they are looking for. Now, this is one of the use cases I thought of in the last 2 minutes, I guess, but you can really patch up anything from a car being stuck in the middle of a highway 20 kilometers away from the nearest city and trying to access or find the nearest car repair guy, or anything else that is limited by the user's imagination on what they want to be. The tech stack works very simply. We are eliminating all the vulnerabilities that exist in marketplaces and platforms. We are eliminating the requirements that exist in marketplaces and platforms. We just want to be the middleware layer stacked on top of it that gets all the advantage but none of the responsibility or weightage. Now, we are leveraging a semantic engine, as I previously mentioned, that is completely LLM agnostic and can run pretty much on any model you can think of. And we are building a custom generative cataloging solution along with a custom MCP engine that allows us to plug into major platforms along with grassroots level businesses that exist on ONDC. And as for the real world use cases, I think I covered enough of those already. And so, one fundamental thing that I want to observe across Toby is the 1% paradigm. If we are building a middleware layer for all of commerce, I do not imagine that middleware layer having biases or a large amount of commission, because that will act as an entry barrier for both businesses, vendors, and users. So we are going to restrict it to a 1% transactional charge on every product and service through the platform.
Is there a specific ask? You have the next 10, 20
Nothing
seconds.
much. I'll be able to build the platform entirely, more or less, but I would be able to look for support while taking it to the market and a little bit of financial and marketing support in whichever manner I can get. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Think Travel. Think Travel is also a startup by our very own TiE member.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Subhini. I'm the founder director for Think Travel, Tourism and Tech Private Limited. I think the last part of the slide is not shown. I think we have had a lot of high-tech defense, AI, and we are the last fag end of the two-day conference. It's time for traveling when you're distressed. Are you? What happens? I'm here to talk to you about digitizing the responsible travel value chain. So what is responsible travel? When you're traveling, when you're conscious about where you're going, connecting with the people, where you're connecting to the people at these places, and at the same time, to summarize it, not leaving any negative footprints to wherever you're traveling, you're doing responsible travel. And if you're able to do an extra by also contributing to the places and the people that you're traveling, you enter the sustainable travel market. So Think Travel is a purpose-driven travel company building the next generation responsible tourism ecosystem. We bring together curated experiences, validated eco-stays and homestays and boutique eco-stays and homestays together, and community-rooted experiences. This will be the platform where travelers, today's travelers like you, and at the same time the Gen Zs would look for the future to create meaningful journeys, where this is a platform we bring all these things together to make them easily discoverable and simply book. Now why? Now if you look at the problem, today's traveler does not want just a room, they want purpose. So if you look at the statistics of all these universities, the studies, you can see that more than 60% of the travelers seek meaningful journeys. They want to connect to these kind of culturally rooted stays, but they find it very hard to find in the current available OTA platforms, because all these stays, you need to dig a lot and research a lot to find such kind of stays. And at the same time, for these providers of stays, they find it very difficult in these, with respect to the revenue leakages, to be profitable in the mainstream mainstream channels, because they don't prioritize on scale. So looking at the ecotourism or the sustainable tourism market, which is the future of travel, the world needs a dedicated platform, and Think Travel right now at the right place at the right time. We are proposing a single window solution where, as I said, it becomes a single booking platform where the customer profile intent matching is done, AI-based intent matching will be done, value-based filtering will be done, eco-stay-based storytelling will be powered, and we will also be having community impact indicators. So this is the right platform for the right traveler. And we also provide rewards. Why should they choose this platform? Some rewards in terms of credits, maybe carbon credits, which can be added to it. We are a very lightweight, we are building a lightweight, it is consciously a lightweight model from the beginning. Today we have a list of 15 eco-stays into us, leading to 100 by the end of this year, and taking to around 600 eco-stays globally across into this platform. And initially, we start with a low agency commission model, other than the OTAs, and later we move into co-created revenue partnerships. This is not about expansion, it is also about scalability and also strengthening the entire responsible tourism ecosystem. We are into tours, we are into building this platform, and also campaigns. So we are actually strengthening the entire tourism ecosystem to become the future leader in the future responsible travel. Our team has got the total combined experience of around 40 plus years in tourism, in around 12 years in technology and campaign in edutech. So we are together here to make the vision of responsible travel from a niche to a norm. Yes, we are deeply rooted and our strength of moat comes from our network in local tourism community, where we have built our trust among our homestays and other providers and the responsible travel network, strengthened by the incubators in the region, and happy to be one of the TiE Global Women finalists, semi-finalists last year. our ask would help us into technology innovation and community capacity strengthening and awareness building, apart from your mentoring and guidance support. Think Travel is just not building a booking platform. We are building a scalable model in responsible tourism ecosystem which can unlock a high value market towards meaningful journey. And I hope you will be able to help us get the right kind of funds. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Subini, and all the very best to you. Subini is also TiE Vizag member. Next up, we have Peso.
Check. Hello, everybody. I'm Vaishnavi, and I'm the co-founder and the COO at Peso. So basically, after you hear the name called Peso, I'm pretty sure you might be thinking something like an app where you can pay, or something like an app which represents as any UPI app. But definitely no, we are not any of that kind. We are of our own kind. So to be more, precise, and to be more clear about what I'm talking is, you can use Peso to discover your nearby local stores. You can go there, pay, and get instant cash back on every purchase that you're doing. So when I say cash back, it is our USP, but not any marketing strategy to push, or to pull the users or customers towards us. Here, there's before going deep dive into the project, I can just give you a clear cut model so that you get a picture perfect in your mind. Because first, you can log into the app, you can see the stores which are near you. You can click on the store. Let's say it's a restaurant, you want to go there and eat something. You can just visit the restaurant, ditch any other payment mode, and you can use Peso to pay from here, and instantly you will be getting cash back on every purchase, and you can do this on every local spending that you're doing. And now when I say cashback, yes, we do give cashback on every purchase without burning so much on our end. In fact, we don't even burn anything. Everything, the cashback is burned by the vendor, whoever is onboarded on the store. And the type of stores that we focus on is the mid and the above mid level. We do have premium stores, but our main focus is on the mid and the above mid. And when I say that cashback is actually funded by the vendors, why do they do it? Because firstly, as I said, you will be able to see their store in the app when you're near to them. So that gives them free visibility. And the platform for them to get onboarded and get sales from us is completely free of cost. So they didn't say no, because market in India for mid and above mid-scale vendors is very tough, and they're still struggling to come up even though they have a very good product. And now you also might be thinking they're doing everything for free to vendors, they're giving cash back to users. What's the revenue mode? Yes, we do have revenue on subscription model, and also we get revenue for every purchase. Let's say you are paying at a store and you're getting 100 rupees ka cash back. We might give you only 95, taking the 5 rupees as our revenue. We do have direct competitors like Magic Pin, we have Neowala, we have Easy Diner. They all are doing pretty good in their areas and they are generating crores of revenues and everything. But why we still choose this path is because they always focus on the online stores and we focus on the local retail stores. We have many other indirect, direct competitors and comparison table. It will take a lot of time. I don't want to go on this. And now coming to the what is the problem that we have solved in this total step is, the mid-level and the above mid-level vendors in India are really good. They have great product in their shops, they have great offers, but the thing that they lack is, they are not much aware or they are not much adopting to the online market or, online tools where they can market themselves, and that is what we are solving it for them. And for you users, obviously you want to save on every payment. Why would you say no when you get cashback on every payment? So yeah, till now we have launched the product this year in January and we have onboarded over 1,000 plus vendors in Vizag and we have hit 9,000 plus users as of today in both Google Play Store and App Store, and we had a transaction value of nearly 6 lakhs in these 2 months. And the cashback earned by users accumulately totally is 71,232. And the ask that we have already been funded with 1 crore and we are trying to raise 2 more crores to reach, to expand and also to reach more customers and adopt them to Peso. And me and my co-founder, we are a team of 15 members where we have our backend developers and we have a CFO in our team. And yeah, vendor acquisition and admin. As the time is very limited, I do not want to go much deeper. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, I will take it.
Thank you. Thank you, Peso, and brownie points to you for sticking to your time. Next, we have Deed Sure.
Check. Good evening, everyone. I'm Advocate Jnanakaushik Chalmuri. I am an advocate for past 5 years, and I have been predominantly practicing in the High Court of Andhra Pradesh and the District Court of Visakhapatnam. I'm here with a concept called Deed Sure. Deed Sure. In India, buying property is a milestone. Unfortunately, it is also a source of major legal disputes. Why? Because people buy property based on trust, not verified documents. A registered sale deed feels safe, but it only records a transaction. It does not guarantee clear ownership, clean title, or absence of risk. That gap is where DeedSure operates. DeedSure is a property document verification platform that helps buyers identify legal and title risks before someone commits money. We independently examine sale deeds, ownership chains, and supporting records and convert complex legal data into actionable insights. We are not brokers like Magic Bricks. We do not sell property like No Bricks. We protect only buyers. What makes DeedSure powerful is its timing. Most problems are discovered after purchase, during resale, loan approval, or litigation, when solutions are costly or impossible. DeedSure shifts verification before the decision can be made, when the risk can still be avoided. The opportunity is massive. India sees millions of transactions annually, yet verification remains informal, inconsistent. Last year alone, Government of Andhra Pradesh records 1 lakh transactions in Visakhapatnam alone. Sale transactions on the sale deeds. DeedSure brings structure, independence, and standardization to a critical but neglected step. As regulation increases and buyers become more aware, verification will no longer be optional. It will be expected. DeedSure aims to become the default verification checkpoint in every serious property purchase. We believe only in one simple thing. Property decisions can be emotional. Document decisions must never be. Verify before you trust. That is deed sure. Currently, we are operating on a profit basis. We are making a revenue close to 30,000 per month, and it's going on an increase of 50% every month. We are targeting a transactions of 100 sale deeds verification by the end of next 6 months. And the massive potential of 1 lakh sale deeds only in Visakhapatnam gives us a massive opportunity. Many of my friends here are based on AI or pan-India basis. My pitch is basically regional and simple. So that is where DeedSure comes in. I'm looking for mentorship and guide me to the right place. We are not offering any equity because we are already on a profit basis. So it can be bootstrapped on any level. So thank you. Any questions? Manually, sir, no AI. An advocate should do it based on the documents which the buyer gives in. It's a full-on service. AI can be... Yes, sir.
You're taking 3,000 rupees?
3,000 rupees for every deed verification.
So, deed verification as a service?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, DeedSure. Next up, Soul Chitra, and I must say I'm very much looking forward to it. It's something very crafty and right up my field. Soul Chitra. It looks like I'm going to be disappointed. So there's nobody here representing Soul Chitra, I believe. And next we are going to Venkat Sai, who has a biosensor for early heart detection, a heart attack detection. I'm pretty sure all of us have hearts.
Hello everyone, a warm evening. I ask all of you to pay attention because this is something you're gonna really need. How many of you often assumed your normal chest pain or gastric issues are thinking that you are gonna get a heart stroke? Or maybe some of your gastric issues or your shoulder pains are really your heart telling you that you are at risk. That is where we come. The title, Tilak. Yeah, we are going to develop a biosensor based on a biosensor system to detect early heart attack, reducing high-risk mortality. This is a project that has recently got awarded the Prime Minister Fellowship powered by ANRF and CII, and we are actively looking for industrial support. This is the call letter, selection list. This is our team of aging biologists that we work in Geetham. We detect your heart attack. How? Because the global crisis is at risk of cardiac diseases, and India is at increasing population for your heart attack, and younger generations are also at risk. We see many people losing their life because of heart stroke before lacking of early detection. That is where we come in, because the gold standard assays only detect your clot, but we detect your risk or risk markers that are generated in your blood way before your heart attack occurs. Emerging biomarkers in cardiac research are well formulated by WHO and ICMR, and recent studies, and we found that there are 3 markers that are highly activated when your clot is getting formed in your heart. When your clot is getting formed, it is basically a slow process for 1 to 2 months. So in this 2 months of gap period, these 3 markers are elevated in your heart, and your heart is generally pumps blood, so these are in your blood. So that is where we are trying to detect these markers in the blood flow. The solution that we offer is simple antibody-antigen interaction. If anyone is from science, they could easily know. The antibody is where your blood comes from, and antigen is already a sourced byproduct that is placed on the electrode. And can you click? Yeah, this is the electrode that we are doing. This electrode, if you can zoom it in, Tilak, Can someone zoom this? And the electrode has, yeah, this is a reference electrode and a working electrode and your current electrode. Current passes it in, and the antibody antigen interaction when current is passing, if there isn't any interaction, the current is obstruct and the potential increases. And that is where we are going to analyze how much of this interaction is being analyzed and how much your protein is being binded on that electrode. Zoom out. And the workflow is finger prick blood or the serum blood from point of care will be taken and immobilized on the on that particular area, and the electrode reads it based upon the binding efficiency. And the risk score with biomarker panel for triage and early intervention is already detected through your clinical data. That is that we are going to take it from the patients and from the hospitals way before, and we are going to deploy an AI ML strategy to give you whether you're falling into cardiac risk or not, or whether your truly blood is having these markers or not. And where this particular market stands right now. Right now, we only have two gold standard assays all over the world. That is, one is troponin, one is ECG. But these two tests only record when your heart is at risk or when your clot is already formed and your heart is dying. But our tests or our markers that we found are already there detects way before it. And all we ask is the current status. This is our preliminary result that we are doing with animal and cell culture work. Animal studies have shown some peaks and we are validating them, and that is how we got selection for the ANRF and CII. And these are the results that we have found using software analysis by PalmSense. Next one. Zoom out. And expectations from an industry partner is we are, we want to give a co-developmental rights and co-patenting if you are really interested in this to support my fellowship and also the product. And the device and consumables and licensing, we are looking for an R&D team or an angel investor who is interested to support this project. Yeah. Thank you. This is my, like the government is going to give me this much amount to develop the project, the fellowship basically. And the industry partner is also expected to give the same amount for 1 year. And then actively looking for any industry partner who could be interested in listening to my pitch at your free time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Venkat. And last, we have Zenith Zap.
Good evening to one and all. Myself is Janaki Ram. I'm the founder of Zenitza Beverages, and this is a brand Electrona. So basically, we have been played different type of sports in our childhood, right? But in the past generations, nobody has been taken as a sports as serious. But in currently and the Olympics and the coming like World Cup and all these things, the recently happening, the sports has been given as a top priority by the families. So the Zenizab, like Electrona, the brand, we have been focused as nutrition is the top priority for the grassroots level athletes. We have a different sports segments like sports anthropometry, sports physiology, physiotherapy, and biomechanics, which been widely popular, and also they are, I mean, like player centric. This all structured. But Zenizab is focusing only on nutrition because nutrition is essential for every grassroots level athlete. So this is the business USP where we are focusing on like grassroots level nutrition first and affordable performance for every grassroots level athletes to be essential in the nutrition point of view, and practical match usage is key. And when it comes to the problem, so most of the people in the grassroots level, they often faces lot of issues with the cramp, endurance, and slow recovery and all these things. But most of the times they are not able to propel like beginners to intermediate, intermediate to professional. So this is the phases where we are facing most of the Indian athletes because of competition and lot of things are going on. And the recent times in Kelo India, in Madhya Pradesh, the players in the grassroots level, they have been given irregular sports and nutrition. By this, without having a proper intake of the food, they have been lost most of the games and they're not able to play properly. So by this, we have been identified the one of the phase of the product, like different sports is having a different kind of a sweat loss. The highest sweat loss in the recent, in 2011, in the in the US Open, they have been played for 5 hours 53 minutes between Nadal and Djokovic. So this is the target audience, like 13 to 35 is the target audience, only the high intensity sports where we are focusing on. And this is the market size and this is the product. We are developed a unique concept where the 3-in-1 kit concept, where we are entering into like the squash concept, like liquid, concentrated, gel. Most of the products you can see in the market where the powder, capsule or RTD, but our concept is being developed with the natural fruit flavors, and also it can be compactable, ready to use and convenient. These are the three major USPs where we are focusing on. Each and every phase you can see on the screen which will be addressing the focus, hydration and recovery. So each and every categorized as the pre-match, during and the post-match. There the Electrona will be providing as a kit where the other multinational companies are not doing it, like Gatorade, Liquid VI by Unilever. These people are only the brand centric, but they're not focusing on the player centric. The Electrona is doing that. And this is the first wave of the product. By the end of the March or the first week of the April, we want to launch. The Electrona is the 2-in-1 squash gel, which is made with the natural fruit flavor of the watermelon, and we have been collaborated with the Food Safety Works and Nutrify India to develop the product and launch into the market. And this is the convenient way where they can directly consume or mix with the water. For example, if you're playing the football and you want to have an initial level of upliftment for the nutrition. So somebody who comes from the off-field, they will deliver it. If in the real time of the grassroots level athlete, he can have the product in the pocket and he can directly have without having any usage of the water. This is convenient way. When we tested in the lab and we have been given with the 2 players of the testimonials, both the ways of the product is very convenient and the sensory of the product is very simple. And this is the product how it looks, and before mixing with the water or after mixing with the water, and the 150 ml of 1:4 ratio, and it can be directly consumed or mixed with the water. And after the lab test, this is the nutrition information we have been got, and this is the first flavor, and the next 2 flavors we are coming with cucum and lime, and these are the benefits you will be getting out of this product. And this is the competitive analysis. As I told you, the compactability, convenience and ready to consume. And other thing of the SWOT analysis of the product is like 3-in-1 thing, and other thing is ready to convenience, and the opportunity we have 3-in-1 concept of the opportunity, and we are also been integrating with one of the foreign football, I mean like the cricket academy as well. I'll show you. And recently we have been pitched to Ireland cricket player is Kevin O'Brien. He has been impressed with the concept and he is now thinking to partner with our brand, and soon we want to launch it in the European market, in Ireland with his academy, and also we want to push within the within the one of the cricket league will be happening, and the players will be like participating like Maxwell and other players, and these are the other future expected clients where we want to partner, and we want to establish as a global brand. And this is the assumption revenue model.
Do you have any specific ask? You have the next 10
Yeah,
seconds.
actually, we want to ask like 50 lakh for the 3% of the equity of the company, as we have a pre-partnership offers, so we can easily scale with this concept, and we are having with natural deliverables with our product, and easily we can explore with the rest of the India as well. So that is what I can ask. And also, I was a recently Yes Summit winner in the food processing and food technology category. I received the first prize for that.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you to all the startups who have pitched here today. I think I want to remind all of you that we at TiEcon Vizag, and this is also the power that TiE brings, where we have access to so many different chapters in so many different countries, not just here in India, but globally. So please reach out to us. We'll be happy to mentor you, to guide you, and to take it to the next level. However we can help, we will be here to help. Kalyan and Madhavi Gopalpati are quite forward thinking in terms of giving it back to the community. So please do reach out, and very well done. We had a traversing a wide spectrum of industries that pitched to us today, from defense to deep tech to AI to food and beverages to travel, and to also women-centric and women-led startups. So well done to all the startup pitchers. And now coming to our vote of thanks. Oh, before that, might I just remind our charter members, associate members, speakers and panelists that tomorrow we have at the very beautiful East Point Golfing Club the 12 noon session, where we'll get together, and we'll also have a round of putting. So please do reach out to either Kalyan or Madhavi, and we would love to have an opportunity to kind of have a very relaxing and unwinding session. Now, can I please...
So all the pitch decks that you saw today, as well as a bunch of new startups that reached out to the TiE Vizag, we are going to curate them all together in a common place, and will be shared among all the charter members and speakers and other associate members that are interested in taking them forward. So you'll be hearing from us in a couple of days with all the information.
Can I now request Srinivas Savram, our Executive Director, to deliver the vote of thanks. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You were wonderful. Bye.
Yeah, a little bit more energy in that for Shravya. For 2 days without a break, I told her that, look, if you're going to take this up, you're not going to get a chance to drink water also, or take a small break for a restroom break. But she said, I can do it. And I guess this is something that she showed, that she is a superwoman, like all the women that we come across. All good things must come to an end. Long days also come to an end. We have come to the end of our first ever TiEcon Vizag 2026. Thank you for being with us over these 2 days. Before I go any further, a shout out to Geetam for giving us the venue and supporting us in so many ways up to the very last minute. Thank you so much. Pi Data Centers, RTIH, Fluent Grid, Ftronics, Oshira Capital, Pixie, InspireEdge, Future Netwings, Native Arku Coffee, of course. Everybody has gone out and had at least one of his drinks, and Novama. Our vendors, our media partners, our photographers and videographers who've patiently been taking photos and keeping some of us happy. Of course, the speakers who come from so far away, some people who've crossed the 7 seas to come all the way from San Jose, thank you. Many of our special invitees, startups, entrepreneurs, wannabe entrepreneurs, students, and another big shout out to the student volunteers from Geetam who helped us. I don't know if anybody is here, but Geetam, no, they're not. Come on, they're being called. We'll talk about them. So, interestingly, not a single volunteer. Maybe they're still outside cleaning up. But thank you very much to the Geetam volunteers, the team members from Pi Data Centers, the team members from Symmetrics. Where would we be without you? Thank you so much. Ravi's helpers or Ravi's interns, thank you very much. And with them working late, quite late into the night, sometimes past midnight, we were able to pull off something which we know can be done better. But thank you so much for making this happen. This is our first attempt at this, and thank you so much for being with us. I did forget the entertainers, the musicians, the stand-up comedians, the musicians and dancers, homegrown dancers and musicians. I should not forget that. Yes, the homegrown dancer. Thank you so much. We'll put that video out shortly. Yes. And we'll end on a high note. May I have Uma and Aneya to come up on stage, please? Uma and Aneya, please come up on stage. A little photo of selfie. Come. Thank you so much. They've been there to help us, and yeah, Kalyan obviously wants to take a photo with the stars. Tomorrow when we want your autographs, remember this photograph. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Good evening, and see you again very soon. For those of you in Vizag, we will see you even sooner. Thank you once again for all the guests from out of town. Thank you.